All righty, fellas, it is the fantasy football playoffs, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are excited, and a lot of you guys maybe are doing nothing this week because you're so damn good at this that you don't have a matchup this week, or you're so damn bad at this that you have a bye in the toilet bowl. Either one will be acceptable. And we didn't talk about this, but Danny probably was rooting against me in the whole 0.92 debacle because now you don't have a bye in the Flock League playoffs. Instead, we get to play each other.
I literally asked you, I'm like, it sucks that I have a bye in the Flock League round 1 because like I wish we could have played each other. And you had to tell me, he's like, no, actually, since there's 5 creators in this shit, we actually play. So I'm like, I guess my match against Zach actually meant something last week. So
yeah, good thing you got the W. So this is how the Flock League toilet bowl is going to work, by the way. And, you know, as FSE is now the leading expert in Flock League toilet bowl.
Yeah, we know our way around the bowl.
We know our way around the toilet bowl at this point. This is how it's going to go. There's 5 creators, me, Nathan, Zach, Badaki, and Danny. Zach had the worst record, so he has the bye for this week. He's in the position I was in last year. 2v2s, I play Danny, Nathan and Badaki play each other. The loser is the one that advances. You win, you're out. You're not going to Denny's. And next week, it is a 1v1v1 of Zach coming off of bye and the 2 losers this week. It'll be guaranteed one of us because we're playing each other. And then in the week 17, whoever scores the highest of those 3 is safe. And then the final 2 guys go to week 17. So that was me and Nathan last year.
Question I have then, if I were to beat you, you would play Zach. But if you were to beat me, I would play whoever loses.
You're playing all 3. It does like there's an odd number of creators, so you'd be playing.
The 2 lowest go to the final.
Yeah, the highest score gets out of the toilet bowl in week 16. So the hardest, like the best time to get out of the toilet bowl, realistically, is week 15 because you got to beat 2 other people next week, and then you have the pressure of it being week 17 and having to go to Denny's if you lose in week 17. So this is the time you want to get out of the toilet bowl for sure.
Respectfully, this is the last week where I can try to play some controlled defense. Like if I can keep you to like 95, 97 in that cozy range, like at least I can control it more this week. Cause next week, try to keep two teams under 100 points when I know deep down Justin Jefferson ain't getting me more than 10. It's a tough road.
I at this point, I actually kind of want to go to Denny's. I think it would be classically hilarious if I missed the playoffs and pre-celebrated and I end up losing the toilet bowl. Like, I actually think that would be crazy good for content.
I won't complain.
At this point, I am just talking only about content. So this is where we're at. Like, that's where I'm at with it. Like, you know,
you're not wrong either. Like you're talking like that. I'm like messaging you. I'm like, dude, Corin, aren't you like fucking worried right now? And he's like, no, I actually would prefer to lose. This is gonna
be the best video we've ever created.
And I'm just like, nah, like you gotta hope you win. Like you can't just like hope you lose now. And he's like, yeah, but like I'm content either way. I'm like, no, but like you gotta be mad if you lose. He just wasn't.
Yeah. No, I got screwed. I knew it. Like the second Dicker sent it to overtime, I'm like, I'm done. Like he's gonna kick a 50+ yarder. I can sense it. So I was screwed. Unfortunately, like the only thing that would have saved me is like to get in field goal range. Lad catches a pass or whatever, and Keenan Allen ended up catching a pass. So that's why I was screwed. So yeah, shit happens. I mean, if you guys want my like. Are you worried about taking our advice because we're in the toilet bowl? I made the playoffs in 12 of my other 16 leagues. Yeah. Like, I mean, or 12 of my other 15, 16 total.
Are you counting Dynasty as well? I didn't actually count, but I mean, all the leagues I've been competitive in for Dynasty, I made the playoffs outside of Flocked Up, which I lost last week on a fucking heartbreaker.
Yeah.
But I see this in chat. Yes, it is confirmed. So the last we talked, I thought Brock was going to get the 3 seed. Then Patrick Mahomes doo-doo shit himself on Sunday Night Football, and Brock's other player on Monday night didn't really do much. So it actually ends up being that Brock lost his matchup. I retained the 3 seed, and I do play Flet in round 1. It's going to be fascinating. He's got a good team. It's a 52-48% projection right now, and the winner, I believe, will play you. So
yeah. I'm pissed that Flet's on my side of the bracket, to be honest with you, because
I mean you got me and Flet on the same side.
Because if Flet wins, then next week if I win in my home league, I will have to sweat the Christian McCaffrey JSN stack in both leagues. because Lucas is on bye and I'm on his side of the bracket in my home league.
And also, like, respect. I'm just gonna say, like, having to play me or Flet next round is probably not ideal for you, anyways.
No, but I would rather play you because at least I'm sweating different players. I'm not sweating the same exact 2 players that will both screw me. And I know when that happens, you know you're getting fucked. When you got to play Christian McCaffrey in both leagues or something, you know you're about to get tuned.
Could you imagine, by the way, if this motherfucker had Malik Neighbors in addition to Christian McCaffrey?
Were your first 3 picks Malik Neighbors, Christian McCaffrey, and JSN?
They must have been.
That's an insane poll, man.
Must have been.
Honestly, like, I'm not even coping here. I thought it was hilarious. Like, I literally thought it was hilarious. Like, look at the Flock League chat. Like, I was not mad. Like, I was obviously, I was gutted a little bit because I'm like, I would have loved to make the playoffs. But realistically, I was the 4 through 6 seed caliber of team. I probably lose at the very least in week 16. Yeah. I probably don't win the championship. So my thought process is like, yeah, I'll do it for content, whatever. And like, here's the other thing, like, peek behind the curtain. I purposely pre-celebrated. Like, I did it because I was like, I could technically lose here, but I want to do it because I want to, like, go in confident, because every other Monday Night Sweat I've had, I've been like, oh my God, I don't want to, like, lose, blah, blah, blah. And it hasn't worked. So I was like, I'm trying a different strategy. I'm going in confident like Mason always does. And of course, I'm the one who gets screwed and Mason never does, but that's, besides the point. Yeah, shit happens, man. You lose. Also, you win some, you lose some. And I live in the maple syrup capital of Canada, so I will bring my own fucking maple syrup to Denny's if I have to go there.
Also, Corey, sorry. I want to talk about this because it is like the listener league as well. You remember, like, the debate we've had all year about the trade we made in September, and every time we look at it, it looks like
ping-pongs weekly.
It looks like somebody else wins every other time. Yeah. So the latest update, like, I feel good about the London Rice Hunter versus. I mean,
Rice has clearly been the best player in the deal.
London's been the second best, clearly.
Yeah, I mean, he's been hurt for the last 3 or 4 games, but yeah, once you get him back healthy, you don't have a bye. See, that's the problem. If you lose this week, then
I traded him.
Oh, you traded him, right? Yeah, I was gonna say if you lose this week, then you don't even get to use him. But never mind, you traded him already.
I traded him, Montgomery, and Cup for CeeDee Lamb and Ken Walker when Lamb got hurt.
Oh, right, okay.
So now, against Fled, the main thing I gotta fucking consider is, do I start like Lad McConkey or Ken Walker at this point?
Yeah. I don't want the other tough thing about the trade that you and I made in that league too is that I took Olave and another piece, Olave and Breece Hall from my team, and I went and got Genty and somebody else. And
that was a good move.
I mean, maybe, I don't know. Olave's been pretty good this year.
Anthony, don't worry. Again, we're gonna get to the comments in a second. We're actually
we'll help you out, Anthony. Don't worry.
We're talking about the listener redraft league that a few of us even in chat are in.
Okay, let's get into these here. Southwalk here. Lamb a lock if healthy. If not,
sounds like Lamb's
playing.
I
mean, if Lamb's playing, it's a concussion. Concussions aren't like worrisome for fantasy.
He still officially has to clear protocol, but he practiced in full today.
Yeah, so I think the protocol dictates that you need to log at least 2 limited or full practices before you're even eligible to clear the protocol. So that also is applicable to T. Higgins because he's practicing a limited capacity Wednesday and Thursday.
So he was limited yesterday in regards to Lamb, and he practiced in full today. And keep in mind, they play on Sunday night. The injury happened on a Thursday, so he gets those extra, hours of rest. I would be shocked if he doesn't play at this point. Again, if you have CeeDee Lamb and you can roster a guy like Ryan Flournoy as a 1-to-1, because obviously it is a Sunday night game, that would be the direction I go. Because if Lamb were to be out, Ryan Flournoy, you're probably profiling into a top 24 to 30 wide receiver.
No, you're not.
Yes, you are.
Up. 24 to 30? Are you serious? Like, go look at your wide receiver 30 in your rankings. Right? You ever start Ryan Flournoy over
Jake
him?
Ferguson didn't practice today.
Yeah. I know that.
Yeah, I'm starting.
We're talking about like a top 45 wide receiver play with Flournoy.
No Lamb and Flournoy. No Lamb and Ferguson. I'm easily ranking Flournoy top 30, dude.
All right, dude.
The offense. Dak's
not even going to engage. That's fucking ridiculous take.
Dak's going to throw the ball 35 to 40 plus times. If Jake Ferguson's out and CeeDee Lamb's not on the field, who else but George Pickens is going to get targets?
Yeah, there's no way I'm putting him that high.
Are we just ignoring that he alpha?
No, he'd be a fine like flex play in like the 40s.
I don't think. I think you think top 30 wide receiver this year is better than it is.
It's
It is
not.
quite
I'll give you
cocky.
that. But like, I'm not starting him over like Christian Watson, who's like my wide receiver 30.
Dude, Christian Watson's wide receiver 16 for me this week. What are we
that's
talking about?
against
That's what I'm
Denver?
saying, dude.
At Denver?
He's the clear wide receiver 1 there, and that honestly
well,
is just an indictment on wide receiver.
Juwan Jennings, Brian Thomas, Michael Pittman, Cortland Sutton. Those are my early 30s.
I have 28 Sutton, 29 Metcalf, 30 BTJ. Flournoy with no Lamb and Ferguson would be in that range.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't even think I'm being biased here. I think his underdog projection would be about 50 plus yards.
You are being biased.
But how though? If Ferguson is out and Lamb
the way
is out
I would look at him is he's very similar to like a DJ Moore, Quentin Johnston, somebody who's like in my late 30s, early 40s.
Frankly, if Lamb and Ferguson were out, I'd disagree, but that's fine.
Sure.
I mean, well, I think Lamb's playing regardless.
Can we get an update on the home league video Corey put out at the start of the year? If we have a chance at the end of the stream, I'll give you guys an update and I'll share screen. The problem is my league mates have very unhinged names for their teams / their players. So I don't want to share screen. But I can tell you guys exactly what's going on, who made the playoffs, who didn't make the playoffs, who's the seeds and whatnot. I'll just have to do a quick cursory scan that everything's clear.
Real quick, far more pro Watson than anything. Watson scored over 20 points in 3 of his last 4 games. It's a tough matchup, Denver, but at the same time, I mean, if he's going to consistently be used as the wide receiver 1 on Green Bay, especially knowing that Romeo Doubs has actually been the one suffering with Jaden Reed coming back, I think Christian Watson is poised to be one of the league winners in fantasy.
Maybe, but like just so you know, the expert average on the site is 27. So you are.
Yeah, I'm optimistic.
I am at 29, so I'm like slightly below mark. I just think the matchup's really hard, and at Denver is a difficult match. Like, there's no way I would put him that high.
It's far more pro Watson. You're getting a guy that scored 5 touchdowns in his last 4 games, and he clearly is the trusted deep receiver for Jordan Love.
I guess and they're at home as well because he scored 5 touchdowns in his last 4 games. In the shitty road matchup, he will not score a touchdown.
Yeah, he is actually. He just played 83% of the snaps in the last game against Chicago. So,
anyways,
I'm curious what his road share was, because that's just his raw snap share. He's a full-time road share player for them, to be honest. And again, if he's going to play,
watching a video, Spicy, right now?
Yeah, Spicy, we hear you.
Yeah, I muted yourself. You're good.
You're good. I saw Dylan say something. I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? And then I wasn't sure. Let me see Watson. How many snap percentage he played, or route percentage? He played 81% of the routes. He's played 80+% of the routes in each of the last 5 games.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Alrighty. Anyways, let's keep getting into.
No worries, Spicy.
Here. Jerry Jeudy, Darius Slayton, Quentin Johnston. I'm gonna probably just roll the dice on QJ having a big play, probably. I mean, they're not throwing a ton, the Chargers, right now. So if you wanted to go Jeudy here, I don't blame you.
I'm on Team Slayton against Washington. Again, it depends on the weather, because it is in New York. There could be some weather concerns there. I've at least seen it be reported. But assuming the weather's not crazy, Darius Slayton, you're talking about a Washington defense that's clearly the worst pass defense in the league as of recent. I'm going that direction. If there is weather concerns, obviously you go to a Jeudy, you go to a Quentin Johnson. I'm fine with that.
Well, there's going to be weather concerns in Kansas City also. Like, not like weather is in bad weather, just to see me cold.
Yeah. And don't worry, by the way, I respect Denver defense, but again, here it's far more pro Watson than anything.
To be fair, all of these games are going to have weather in them.
Yeah.
Like, they're all just going to be cold as balls.
I do like Darius Slayton a good bit here. He played above 80% of the snaps in his second game back, did catch the touchdown. We could see potentially a full scale.
I mean, we're talking about wide receiver 51 on the site versus wide receiver 41 in Quentin Johnson. To me, it's not really
I'm cool. I'm cool capitulating. I have them both in the fringe top 40 range.
Anyways, yeah. I'm not saying weather is a huge indicator. It's just like within tiers, I'll sometimes tie break to it. Zonovan Knight, Jerry Jeudy, Darius Slayton, or Darren Waller. Would you start Bam here? Or are you going to go with Slayton or Jeudy or whatever?
What's the report in terms of
Houston? Oof. I don't want to start Bam.
What's the report in terms of the Arizona backfield? Like, is Carter?
I mean, they've been like, Knight's been 60% of the carries or so every week.
I know Carter's been banged
about 50-50 down the middle for the most part each week.
I'd probably just go Slayton here, get the upside of the matchup there against Washington.
I don't know why you're so high on fucking Darius Slayton, to be honest with you.
Why? I mean, he clearly has a deep role in this offense. He scored double-digit points in 3 of his last 4 games, and he just scored 14. Like,
yeah, I would rather start Jeudy. I have Jeudy ranked higher.
That's
It's a
cool.
fucking banger. Both of them have really good
What-
matchups, but Judy's been
I
good
have
too lately.
yeah. Where do I have Judy ranked? I have him a little bit lower ranked.
There are a lot.
Chicago.
These two are like
Chicago
back to
second.
back in site ranking, even though I
Chicago.
have Judy quite a bit higher than the site does.
Chicago's secondary is also a lot healthier than maybe the splits would indicate in terms of their matchup.
Okay. You capitulated on one. I'll capitulate on Slayton. We can throw Slayton in there.
We'll do that then.
Brock Purdy, Baker Mayfield, and Caleb Williams. I have Purdy ranked the highest of this group. I do have him and Mayfield in the QB tier list that I did earlier today. I had them in the same tier, but I do think that Purdy is probably the better projection because the implied point total is like 28.5 for San Francisco.
So I think I'm going to capitulate and move Purdy a little bit up. I was a little bit concerned because he just flat out wasn't playing well. But I also acknowledge that with Tennessee, it's actually been quietly one of the bigger pass funnels recently. They've actually been quite stingy against running backs in these last couple of weeks versus they've been absolutely brutal against fantasy quarterbacks. So if we want to go Brock Purdy there, again, I also have Jawan Jennings as a top 24 wide receiver option. So I have Purdy at 14 now. I moved him just one spot ahead of Caleb Williams. And I have Baker Mayfield lower. I'm just very concerned this guy's playing incredibly banged up. And until he has a good game, I just can't project him to.
I think that's totally fair. I have Mayfield in like the high end streamer territory. It's not like I have him like
he's like first top 20 for me.
Like I have him higher than that. I mean, I think you got to at home with McMillan and Evans back. I have him at 13 or 14, I think.
Fair, yeah. He's not quite that high for me, but he's in the area of like Darnold, Lawrence, Herbert for me.
Yeah, that's fair. Breece Hall, Amari and Hampton. You got to lean there.
Breece Hall, Amari and Hampton.
I have Hampton at Jacksonville, Amari and Hampton at Kansas City. Neither of them in good matchups, to be honest.
Breece limited today and potentially Brady Cook starting at quarterback. I would lean Hampton as the one there. And I actually have Rico slightly higher than Breece this week. I'm just incredibly concerned about the Jets' offensive projection.
Yeah, I think that's fair. The report that I saw, because I looked at it for the quarterback tier list, was that they expect one of Justin Fields or Tyrod Taylor to be ready.
Yeah, fair.
So I don't know. We'll see about that. AJ Brown and Rashee Rice are going to be in there, obviously, because Odunze and London probably both not playing. Definitely not London, probably not Odunze as well. And then Ferguson not practicing, and I would start Kittle anyways.
Agreed.
Dowdle versus Breece is really the discussion here. I do actually have Breece 2 spots higher.
I have Rico higher.
I'm a little concerned with what we saw pre-bye with Chuba out carrying him and out touching him.
So I think that's fair. The reason why I go with Rico Dowdle here is just based off the scoring equity. Rico Dowdle, 21.5 implied points. Jets only implied for 14 this week. Breece Hall is going to be banged up right now. Rico Dowdle, by all accounts, it sounded at first, was he on the practice report or injured on the practice report? Then it got later clarified because I know Underdog tweeted that he was LP, but then it actually on the official report, he didn't show up on. So I don't know if it was a mistake by Underdog. I don't know if like he was limited or not, but if he is healthy, it's a great matchup here going up against New Orleans.
Yeah, I agree. If you want to just lean on the matchup because they both have significant questions, I think that's totally fair because Rico's kind of been a hot hand guy anyways. So if he just starts running well at the beginning of that game, they'll probably just give whoever's playing well. And universally, he's been the better running back this season. So Lamar Jackson versus Burrow, they're literally beside each other in my rankings.
Let me take a look here. I have Joe Burrow ranked number 4. I have Lamar Jackson ranked. Oh, I got to put Lamar Jackson back on my rankings. Apologies. He actually got buried because I had him 13 last week.
Also supposed to be in that ice cold game too.
Yeah, he's and actually, you know what? I'm going to move Burrow down a little bit because of the weather. I'm going to move him behind Prescott and Hurts. I'm going to have Burrow at 6, Lamar at 7. If you have a preference between them, they're like neck and neck for me.
I do have Lamar 1 spot higher, and mainly just because he looked a lot more like Lamar. Because if you think about it, the first game against Cincinnati was a short week. It was a Thursday night game. Then he has 10 days off. He ran the ball a lot better last week, too. He had 40 rushing yards and a touchdown. He was the Isaiah Likely, bullshit call away from having like a 26-point fantasy day, and he had 21 fantasy points. So I think that Lamar is probably going to have this is the Bengals. They're 31st against fantasy quarterbacks. Like it's a really easy matchup for him.
I'm cool with that.
I don't anticipate him laying 2 stinkers against the same defense.
I'm going Hampton here. Warren, it's a little bit concerning with how much Gainwell we've seen involved.
Gainwell's been an RB1 3 of the last 4 games.
And I know that specifically having Jalen Warren in my home league.
I know that specifically having Kenneth Gainwell in my flex in my home league the last 3 games.
Didn't you have Jalen Warren at one point in that league, or am I tripping?
I did, yeah. I traded Jalen Warren. He was part of the Amari and Hampton trade.
Fair.
that I made with Dylan at the beginning of the year.
The Rice for sure.
Yeah, definitely Rice.
Wandale Robinson is my next highest ranked.
Yeah, I think he is for me as well. Let me just double check. Yeah, I have him and Flowers are actually back to back in my rankings, but I do have Wandale one spot higher. Smitty, I have a little bit lower than those two guys. I would personally go with Flowers over these other two in the flex.
Okay, so 20.
It's a total toss up though. Like we're talking wide receiver 19 versus wide receiver 21, and then running back 21 as well is where I have these guys.
So I actually have Smith pretty clearly is the highest for me. I
can capitulate on that. He's technically the lowest receiver for me.
Jalen Moore and RB 28, Zay Flowers wide receiver 29. Whereas I have Smith at wide receiver 23. So I have Smith the highest. You're not wrong, by the way, Arthur. Lamar low advance rate is not fun for.
Did I get any of him through? I just want to quickly double check that.
What's the site? You said BBM portfolio or something?
Yeah, I mean you can just see it on your exposures now because the teams have been advanced through. But
what's the site called?
I don't remember. BBM portfolio, I think. Yeah. So I can barely see. I'm fucking sick as hell. I don't know if you guys can tell. When I get colds, I don't know if this is fucking normal or not, but when I get colds, my eyes are so watery. I don't know why. I think it's because I have really bad allergies in June that I always get. BBL portfolio. That's crazy. Bo Nix, JJ McCarthy, and Caleb Williams. I don't hate JJ McCarthy this week. But I still think I would have to roll with Bo Nix at home versus the Packers. The Packers defense has been much worse on the road. That's something that a lot of people haven't really factored into Bo Nix's matchup.
So the Packers are at home, no?
No, it's at Denver.
No, it's in Denver? Okay, shit.
Yeah. That's why I was partially against the Watson thing too, is that I'm like, it's in Denver.
Yeah. So talking about that matchup with JJ, the thing that does concern me is the big problem with the Vikings offensive line has actually been in the interior, and that's actually the strength of the Cowboys defense now. They have 3 defensive tackles with above average win rates as pass rushers. Obviously, Quinnen Williams, Kenny Clark, and Osa Odighizuwa since the trade. So the thing that really concerns me for JJ McCarthy is he's the type of guy where if he sees pressure right in his face, that's when you really see the brunt of his errors. So again, it's a matchup he can exploit. If he has time in the pocket and he's able to dissect those DBs, the Cowboys DBs have just been frankly lost in zone. I don't know what's going on with Matt Eberflus. You have a press man cornerback room and you just want to constantly play them in soft zone. Like we saw what it looked like against Detroit. That's how Minnesota is going to win the matchup. It's just my question is how are they going to be able to handle it up front?
Yeah, I think JJ could have a good game. He looked better last week, but I don't really trust him. I think this is Judkins for me. You disagree here? I think given the cold weather game, it's probably a lot of 20 carries incoming for him.
Yeah, so let me take a look about him and
Smitty. I mean, they're basically like I have him at RB 16 and I have Smitty at wide receiver 20, so they're relatively in the same range.
I actually have Swift ranked the highest, but if you want to go with Judkins against the matchup, I don't mind that.
Really, you have Swift higher than Judkins?
I'll make the adjustment just because of the matchup. I do just like how the Chicago offense has been looking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. I'd probably just roll with Judkins because Smitty's a little hit or miss. Again, PPR, maybe you lean the receiver, but that's pretty close. Minus 40 in week 2 of playoffs. Okay, that's interesting. So you're in a 2-week playoff structure and you're down 40 points. I mean, Mahomes is going to be your quarterback. Obviously, Jaden's not playing. Derrick Henry is going to be your first running back. I'm sure Hampton will get in there somewhere. Rashee Rice is going to be one of those wide receivers. Emeka Egbuka probably the other receiver. I'd imagine.
Yeah, I would go with Egbuka. Pierce is too close for my liking right now.
And then Kelsey over Gadsden, definitely. Yeah. And then I'd probably go in Hampton over any of these other options in the flex.
I go with Hampton. Again, going back to what I just said, though, it is pretty uncomfortable how close I have Pierce and Egbuka ranked right now.
Yeah.
I have Egbuka higher, but they're like 24 and 27.
Oh, I just realized I need to do something really quick because 13's coming back. I need to throw his jersey on.
There you go. Also Stafford all the way over to Goff. Is Laporta coming off of IR? I would severely doubt he comes off of IR at this point.
Let's whip out the alarm clock numbers.
1-3.
There we go. Get the 13 jersey going.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, I just took in, low-key, if we get the right players going off on that entry we do with Spicy, it might actually cook.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
snuck 7 shares of Mike Evans through. 7 out of my 46 teams that I got through. I got 7 Mike Evans shares through.
How do you see the individual players?
Exposure.
Oh, full player exposures, right?
Or just exposure on underdog.
Dude, right. I'm stupid. Sorry.
Um,
Who'd you say, Mike Evans?
yeah.
Let me see. I snuck a Joe Burrow through, but I only snuck one, unfortunately.
I had a lot of Burrow, so I bet I stuck a couple through.
How did I have a Joe Flacco? How did I get a Joe Flacco through? Shout out Joe Flacco.
Yeah, I got 3 Burrows through.
2% Tyler Shuck. 2% Tyler Shuck. Okay, never mind. Sorry. That was my overall exposures. And I didn't advance any Burrow, any Flacco, any Shuck. 33.3% Jackson Dart, 66.7% Herbert. Did I sneak? I didn't sneak any Lamar Jackson through. Wow. Unfortunately, I only had 5.3%.
I'm so mad about the Daniel Jones Achilles thing, man. Like 35% of my teams that got through had Daniel Jones on them, man. That sucks ass.
Yeah, no, that's not fun.
He was like the guy you needed. He was 50% drafted, and I had him on 25% of my teams.
Dude, I have
in the regular season. Like I got fucking screwed, man.
Also, I might officially be on Team Bijan with you because I got 33.3% of my advanced Bijans through.
That's more than I got. Holy shit.
33.3%. 50% JT, obviously. I mean, that guy's just a fucking monster. Javonte, 28.6, but I only drafted on 4.7% of teams. So, I mean, not bad overall.
Yeah. You know who's like who's like your Jenga piece? That random shitter, low advance rate, late round guy that you just got so many through. For me, it's De'Ami Brown and Hollywood Brown. I got like 30+% of those guys through.
Which one of those guys is it for me? DJ Giddens, 8.7%. Jarka,
like if you go to your highest exposed players and just like find the guy who was like a late round.
Like on my phone, got you, or on the actual Underdog app, got you.
Yeah,
I was looking at BBM portfolio. My fault. Okay, let me see. Yeah, but by the way, Michael Wilson with no Marvin Harrison Jr. top 12 receiver this week. I don't even think we have to think about it. What's up, Corey and Danny? Yo, appreciate you, Sebastian. Appreciate you. Kyle Williams definitely up there for me too. Yeah, yo, I could if he has a relevant week in the best ball playoffs, that'd be awesome. If he
you know who my Jenga piece is, who's been a Jenga piece 2 straight years in Best Ball Mania?
What's up?
I got 31% Jaden Reed through.
Jeez.
31%.
That's actually quite fun.
Yeah.
Let me see here.
He's also been like a league winner in best ball, like back-to-back years.
This doesn't apply. 38.5% Tyrone Tracy. 34.
That's a pretty good shitter to sneak through.
34.6% Rico. He's obviously not a shitter, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm talking like a guy that did nothing all year.
Urine cans, okay.
Like the KJ Osborne. You remember the KJ Osborne week 16 2 years ago, where he had like 35 fantasy points or whatever?
Kyle Williams, 23.1%. Dylan Sampson, 23.1%.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Pat Bryant, 19.2%. That's actually pretty fun because he's getting a bigger role now.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Mason Taylor, 15.4%. Rashad White, pretty interesting. Because if anything were to happen to Bucky, he could be.
Yeah, I got Rashad. I looked at my exposures in tonight's game, like what Bucks I have going and what Falcons I have going, and Rashad's my highest drafted Tampa Bay player that I got through.
Alec Pierce, 15.4. Jalen Coker, 15.4.
Yeah, that's not a bad one. I got 30.2% Quinchon through, and he's on two of my Great Danes teams that got through as well, which of the 4 that I have is pretty good.
Yeah, okay. This is not going to matter, but it is funny to look at. 15.4% Caleb Johnson. How did I get that much through?
That's disgusting.
Like, I must have just been 0 RB teams with Caleb Johnson and hit on the other running back.
You're going to need Kenneth Gainwell and Jalen Warren to fall off the side of the earth, dude.
Ray Davis, 15.4%. Terrence Ferguson, 15.4%.
Ray Davis is fun. That's like the Spears that we got through on the BBM final team that we had last year, because Spears did nothing all year, and then he was literally like a 20-point per game running back in the fantasy playoffs.
Cedric Tillman, De'Ami Brown.
Yeah, dude, De'Ami is my highest rostered player that I got through. So I'm hoping we get some De'Ami bombs coming up here.
Hollywood is in there. Fucking like
I also loved Hollywood in the offseason. I thought he was a really good pick.
You want to hear something disgusting? He's probably not going to do anything but one more spike week this year. Pat Fryermuth.
Yeah.
Pat Fryermuth is
Yeah,
so
gross.
gross.
It would feed families for a Pat Fryermuth 2-touchdown game.
Week
Okay, anyways,
16.
let's get back to the questions here. We're kind of meandering.
Everybody will talk about 2025 Week 16 Pat Fryermuth. He's going to live on.
Pearsall, Jaden Higgins, Jordan Addison. Who are you starting?
Pearsall, Higgins, Jordan Addison. I go Higgins here.
I wanna pick who I think are the better two receivers, but I just can't.
Yeah.
Like Ricky's been brutal since he's come back. Addison's been brutal.
Higgins 5+ targets in his last 5 games.
No, you know what? No, fuck Jaden Higgins. I'm playing Addison here. I'm trusting 9.
Good luck.
It's the Cowboys. I think he can get it done.
Good luck.
Let's go Kittle at the tight end spot. Running or flex position. You're going Harvey, I'm assuming, over Neal.
Yeah, you got to go Harvey. You got to go Harvey there for sure.
All righty. LeBarnes here. Drake May. You got to start Drake May.
Got to go May. I'm a Dak guy, but
you got to go Drake May.
Yeah, you got to go Drake May against Buffalo.
Holy fuck, this is a good team, man. Okay, let's dissect this. Is Chase Brown the highest ranked running back you have here?
Outside of Bijan, yes.
He is for me, but I have ETN and Javonte Williams both in my top 11 as well. And Kyron's my RB13.
We'll sort out the flex in a second. We'll sort out the flex.
I mean, he's Josh Jacobs and Devontae Adams in the flex. This team is just really good.
Yeah. So here, guess what? If Josh Jacobs doesn't play, let's talk about the decision here. I actually have ETN the highest.
I also have ETN the highest. Are you at all opposed? Because you're starting both Rams receivers to just saying, fuck it, I'm not starting Adams, or no? Because these are really good options, man.
Dude, Devontae Adams, and
I know he's been sick.
In his last 7 games, he has 11 touchdowns, dude.
I was about to say, what is this? A 6-man league? It literally is a 6-man league.
Yeah, okay. We also have to address.
I did see the
that's horrible.
News. That's brutal.
There's obviously
school, right?
It has to at this point. I mean, obviously, there's other elephant in the room news in college football right now.
Yeah.
That was tough.
He saw your crash out and decided to try and one up you.
One up me.
Yeah.
All jokes aside, though, like hopefully the mental state of that family is.
I don't know shit about what happened. It just sounded bad from what I read. So,
let's just say what you probably heard is what happened. I watched multiple people that have trusted sources talk about it. It is not pretty at all. It's a disgusting situation. Hopefully he gets the help he needs. But yeah. Michigan's needing a new head coach.
Yeah. I saw some fucking absolute morons on Twitter being like, come home, King. It's like Mike McDonald who's gonna like win coach of the year. Like, what are you guys talking about? Dude?
Yeah, no. That's
your
crazy.
fan base is so fucking delusional. It's insane. And don't even say Ohio State's worse, because you are easily both number 1 and 2 most delusional fan bases in college football.
That's fine, but I'm sure whoever tweeted that was fucking being ironic. Like Mike McDonald is not leaving fucking Seattle for us in any rational world.
No, somebody like was like, we could get him. And I'm like, no, you can't. Like, your best shot is getting Jesse Minter.
I don't think we get either. I actually think the best chance we have is Kalen DeBoer poaching from Alabama. Apparently when Harbaugh left, he actually wanted to come, but they were so invested on promoting Sherrone Moore. I would not be shocked if he left.
Yeah, Danny does. I will say you don't root for any sane fan bases. That's for sure.
Even Montreal, you can group into that.
Stupid ass fucking Red Sox fans talking about Bo Bichette stuff on Twitter as well.
I mean, we got big bags.
He's not going.
We got bags, bro.
He's not going to Boston. It's already come out. If we lose him, it'll be to like a different team. It's not going to be to Boston. He already said it.
Money talks.
Fannin or RJ Harvey in the flex here?
Gotta go RJ Harvey.
Fannin's been kind of. If Njoku is out, does that change your opinion at all?
No, run funnel Packers defense.
Yeah, it's an 8-man league, so you can't be starting 2 tight ends in an 8-man league. Tired of Igbuka. Hurt me. Flex Fannin. You gonna go Dart over Hurts here? I'm still going with Hurts against the Raiders. I think
they're same tier, but I gotta go Hurts slightly. Just the matchup.
Yeah. Igbuka.
Gotta get Washington. I say that, but Washington's a really good fucking matchup.
It is a really good matchup. Dart is the top of the every week starter / really good streamers tier, but I cannot start him over Jalen Hurts.
He's the bottom of my mid quarterback 1 tier right now.
Lad
but I have
McConkey
Hurts.
or Emeka Egbuka here. I got to blow my nose. My fucking eyes are killing.
Neither. Terry McLaurin. Neither. Terry McLaurin.
So when I'm blowing my nose, that means you need to talk.
Sorry, I didn't see you scroll. I was looking at my other monitor.
Okay, Judkins, Lad, Egbuka.
Probably go Judd here, right? At least with one of them.
Yeah, I think so. I'm
cool going with Egbuka with the other one.
I think, yeah, man. It's at Kansas City versus Atlanta at home. It's cold weather for Lad McConkey. It's hot weather for Emeka Egbuka. 13's back on the field. He's going to draw coverage away. I think I'm trusting Mech here, and obviously put him in your wide receiver spot because he plays tonight.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm trusting him. He's due.
I agree.
He's so I'm trying to take my bias out of this as much as I possibly can, but he is truly due for a good game.
Yeah, I feel you. Also, yeah, I meant to bring this up. Quick Six also mentioned something with his lineup for context. I have it in Discord. I was going to pull that up as well. He messaged me. He basically just said it's a dynasty.
We'll get to it when he gets to 11.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Mike Evans, Jalen Coker, Luther Burden, Marvin Harrison, Christian Watson. I mean, I know you're going to say Christian Watson was one of those. Tight end is
doesn't sound like Ferguson.
I mean, it doesn't sound like Ferguson's going to play, so you probably go in Theo there. Yeah. I think I have Luke Schoonmaker in one of my Dynasty best ball leagues, so I kind of hope he gets like the full tight end role.
He might low-key do the Lord's work. I can't lie. Although I will say, you know who you got to be scared of for that?
What? Hunter Lepke?
Brevin Span forward, baby.
Oh, God. Rico Dowdle, Kenneth Walker, Mike Evans, Coker Burden. I don't think Marvin's going to play. I think if Marvin was healthy, he'd factor into this question, but he's probably not playing.
I go Dowdle here.
I think I have Walker higher than Dowdle this week.
They're relatively close.
They are literally back-to-back in my rankings here. I think I'm going Walker.
I actually have Walker one spot higher. I'm cool with that. I thought I had Dowdle higher, but they're 23 and 24 exactly.
They're Walker close, higher. Though. They're absolutely close.
Where do you have them exactly? Because I have them both.
They're 22 and 23 for me.
So I'm assuming the difference, I probably have Devin Neal.
Yeah, I definitely don't have Devin Neal over those guys. You kidding me?
I have Devin Neal at 22. No Kamara again this week. He's been a workhorse.
The Saints.
That's fine.
Lamar Jackson, Jackson Dart.
I gotta go Jackson. Oh shit.
I'm going Lamar here. I trust Lamar.
Yeah, sorry. That might have been hella confusing. Yeah, I'm going Jackson.
It was very helpful of you to say you go Jackson there.
Yeah, fair.
Emeka Egbuka, Diggs, Jaden Reed, etc.
Dude, I might have Pierce the highest here. Let me take a look.
No, with Phillip Rivers, you have Pierce the highest.
Good point. I'm going to drop him
against the Seahawks. Yeah, he's outside my top 40 receivers, dude.
That's extra.
Fucking poll.
That's extra, but I'm gonna move him below those two though. That's good context.
I'd probably go Mech. I think of these two options.
Buka. Actually, wait, no, I got Diggs the highest.
I have Diggs and like they're 21 and 23. Yeah. Experts do agree with you, so I'll go with Diggs. But I think we're gonna get him in. Let's put Egbuka in the wide receiver because I think he's gonna get it in the flex anyways.
Scott, respectfully, we're going in order of the site, and then we're going to touch upon any questions in chat. I mean, that's been the order for the last couple years. So if you're surprised by it, then I don't know what to say.
Yeah. Judkins versus the rest of these guys. I don't think it's close. It's probably Judkins easily there.
Yeah, it's Judkins, but I do like Tracy a little bit.
He's not bad.
I just think he's going to get more work coming off the injury.
Jack's rising here. Emeka Egbuka, Jaden Reed, Juwan Jennings. I like Jennings this week, but I am definitely going for Egbuka.
I have Jennings 22, Egbuka 24. They're close enough where let's see what the flex looks like before anything. Sorry. The way apologies, Scott. I read it as like you were the one complaining. No, you were telling.
Yeah, I was gonna say Scott. It did confuse me because I've seen Scott submit questions before.
Yeah, that's on me. I didn't even clock in that because obviously now I see the Scott. Like I recognize the username. I just saw it as a complaint. I thought he was saying it as a complaint as opposed to telling Chad. My apologies. Listen to Scott.
Kincaid.
Go through all the questions on the site first. Appreciate you, Scott. My fault.
Kincaid over Loveland very easily, by the way, this week. He's been so good when he's been healthy and he was full practice on Wednesday. Jennings probably the top. Jennings and Harvey here probably. I would imagine.
Yeah. Also, yeah, I'll move Kincaid up to number 8. I have him one spot behind Brendan Strange, who's 7 for me.
Yeah, I mean, there's no like Kincaid's been so good when he's
I'm
been
cool with that.
healthy, and like Strange has been fine, but like he's in like the streamer territory for me. I think Kincaid's like as good
Um,
of a start as
I think
Kelsey and Warren and Fannin and those guys.
Brendan Strange is also a really good start, though.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I just probably have him higher than you do. He's gotten 4+ targets each week since coming back.
Yeah. Jalva 22 here. Need help on who to start round 1. That's what we're here for. Trevion's got to be in your lineup. He's inside my top 12 running backs. Obviously, McBride's got to be in your lineup. He's unsittable. Devin Neal versus Metcalf versus Evans versus DJ.
Gotta go Neal here.
Who do the Pittsburgh Steelers play?
I'm going
Dolphins.
Neal, I'm going Neal, bro.
Neal versus Metcalf. I mean, the blow-up spot. Rodgers played his best game as a Steeler last week.
I think you're disrespecting Neal right now, bro.
You disrespect DK Metcalf in your sleep, so it's understandable.
Devin Neal got 20 touches last week. Why do you have him so low?
Because he plays for the New Orleans Saints.
He got 20 touches last week, and now he's at home. He's been good since he took over.
Metcalf scored like 30 fantasy points last week.
Oh, dude. For sure. I mean, like Devin Neal still, he's been like a 12.5 point per game scorer since Kamara went down. Like he's been good. DK Metcalf,
it's a flex spot. It's week 15. It's the championship. I'll take the upside. The Seahawks are implied for 29 points. The Steelers are implied for a lot of points against
the other guys in the lineup.
The other guys, he's not getting either of these guys out.
Okay. I'm going Devin Neal here, honestly.
Okay. So, Jalva, if you're listening to this, this is going to be a split decision.
No.
Devin Neal's who Danny would go with. I'd go with DK Metcalf, assuming he's healthy.
This is a crazy stray. Like what? This is even though Corey will gaslight you into thinking I'm 5'6", if you ask him.
I've never said that. I actually thought you were shorter than me until we met in person the first time, and I haven't mentioned it since.
And then we realized we're both like 5'9" and a bit, and we're like, well, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm
like 5'9", I think.
Yeah, we're both literally the fucking put us beside each other, and you can't even tell.
Yeah.
It was funny though, because like when you first like walked up to me, you're like, wait, why can't I see over your head? And then I'm like, I told you I was 5'9". You're like, I thought you were capping because you always cap. Like I remember this at fucking Owner's Box. We went through that.
Yeah. Obviously Bijan going to be one of your running backs. Trevion going to be another one of them. Wide receiver, you got Teteroa is going to be one of those. Igbuka is going to be another because Drake's not playing. Tight end is going to be probably Warren because it doesn't look like Ferguson is playing. If Ferguson was active, I would actually play him over Warren because I don't trust the Colts quarterback situation on the road in Seattle. Amari and Hampton probably the flex here over Dowdle and Evans and Burden.
Yeah, I go Hampton.
I think it's probably Hampton, right?
Also, Sebastian, you can also confirm I'm not just a 5'6". And don't worry, the highest I've ever claimed on my life, I will never claim further than 5'10" because I don't think it's believable if I call myself 5'11".
Yeah, I think for the highest. That sounds like some drug that Aaron Rodgers does. The highest I've ever claimed is 5'10" as well.
Yeah, I just feel guilty saying 5'11" or higher because like, is someone really gonna believe I'm 5'11"? It's like
no
5'10", on a good day. It's like, hey, 5'9" and a little bit. Somebody might confuse that.
Get some nice Timbs on or something. You could get away with 5'10" for sure.
That kill me. Yeah, no, for real. It just sucks sometimes because like I got a couple of really tall buddies that'll like say like a couple of them are like 6'5", 6'6", and they'll be like, yeah, I'm 6'3", and then it's like, well, now I look like a fucking asshole.
Yeah. Dylan Gabriel's 5'11". There's no way Dylan Gabriel's 5'11", dude.
This guy says I got terrible luck. No, you play soccer. You're just Lionel Messi.
Yeah, facts.
Big shout out. Even at the flock, when I was with the flock guys, like they always try to troll me. They're like, Danny, like, well, you're definitely 5'6". I'm like, where the fuck does that
None of them
come
are even tall, too. Like Avery's tall and Nate, the dev, is like 6'6" or whatever. Yeah. But who else is tall there? Like no one else was tall. Like Tom, like the other dev is kind of tall. I think he's like probably 5'11", 6 feet.
Everybody's between like 5'7" and 6 feet.
Yeah, like Zach is probably like 5'6" or 5'7", I would imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, Badaki's tall. Yeah, Badaki's like 6'3", probably.
Badaki. Yeah, no, you ain't lying. I'd rather be like short for like amusement purposes or like tall. Like I'm just like mid.
Yeah, we're pretty mid height level.
Like
Trevion going to be in your flex there, and Jefferson, right? That's pretty straightforward. You gonna start Jefferson or Igbuka?
I go Jefferson slightly.
Yeah. Hella good team though.
Yeah, Dylan, you're young though. You'll grow. You're like 14, no? I'm fucking with you.
I mean, I was done. Guys, can we talk about football? Yeah.
Sorry, Austin.
You guys started talking about shit here. How the fuck do both of y'all miss playoffs? It's a 1 league sample size, brother. Dude. And 0.92 is what I missed playoffs by. I can't seriously be coming at me for missing playoffs.
I think the ambiguity is like genuinely puzzled because he's like, I watch y'all. Like, I know you guys know when you're talking about, but like
sometimes you make bad start-sit decisions. Sometimes you drop Rico Dowdle a week before he pops off. Sometimes you get screwed by Cameron Dicker. I went over this with you. There's like 2 or 3 minor things I could point to, and I'm 10-4. Like this league is that close. Like those minor mistakes will cost you playoffs versus not playing, being in the playoffs. Sammy's 9-5 right now, and Sammy's team is no better than either of our teams. It's just that he ran hot at a good time, and he like made some better decisions, obviously, like better start sits and good pickups and things like that.
Well, honestly, my undoing, it's like, hey, I'm trading for Justin Jefferson. People talk about this as arguably the best wide receiver in the world. And since I get him, he's 7 points per game. Now, obviously, I'm joking in hindsight. I'd never expected him to be the wide receiver 1, but everybody on the site had him as a top 8 receiver. It's not like when I made the deal, people knew he was going to be doo-doo kakas. Like, it's just no move that I've made actually ended up working out. Like Justin Jefferson, you would think he'd be better. Didn't work out. You would think at the time, hey, when I got Trevion Henderson, he was amazing. But Rome Odunze's been such a fucking dud that the actual net of having to start Odunze and Henderson has just been worse off than if I started Henry plus whatever flex. Like, that's how bad Odunze's been.
Yeah. Also, I really wish that the listener league was the one documented on YouTube because I won the league and I probably had the best redraft team I've ever assembled last year. Yeah, and this year I'm the number 2 seed. So I wish this was the fucking league that was documented on YouTube. But alas, everyone thinks I'm dog shit at fantasy now because of the league that we're on YouTube with is the one I fucking came in last year.
Yeah, well, it was solid. Unfortunately, I went on a 7-game losing streak that maybe you missed out on. No, all jokes aside, it just wasn't my year, man. It's tough. It is what it is.
It was not planned, by the way. Like, it was planned in the sense that the game had not kicked off yet, and I made the clip thinking that there was like a 1% chance. Like, I knew that I had to have Ladd McConkey do absolutely nothing and Cameron Dicker and Keenan Allen go off, which was possible. It was 23-point lead that I had, though. So I was like, Ladd McConkey gets 8 points and I'm safe, or 10 points and I'm safe. He did nothing. So yeah, it was a premature celebration and I knew that. But like I said, if you'd been following the league all season, you know that I would squeamishly go into Monday Night Football going, oh, I'm sweating this out. I'm sweating that out. I was trying a different strategy. And it didn't work. So, it was not planned. It was not like I was dead ass. I was like, damn right. I am fucking winning this. I'm going into the playoffs.
I'm just glad I don't have a fucking bye week. I thank you for that because, I thought my matchup was, for nothing, but it ended up being for something.
Hey, I was number 3 in the preseason power rank and the midseason power rankings.
I was number 4. I was number 4.
And for what it's worth, on the Flock Fantasy site, I'm still number 4 in the expert rankings right now.
Full transparency, like
Sammy's team is number 10 and he's 9-5.
From a pure value standpoint, our team should have been better. The issue is that pure value only gets you so much when these players aren't playing up to their value. Like, it's really what it comes down to. Nobody would have said Justin Jefferson would have been worse for my lineup than starting Rashid Shaheed each of the last 4 weeks. But guess what? That's exactly what's been happening. Yeah. If I picked up Rashid Shaheed, I would have been better off than just starting Justin Jefferson. Heck, if I played fucking Jaden Higgins, I would have been better off than Justin Jefferson. Yeah. Nobody could have predicted that. No,
I am going to, honestly. I've kind of accepted my role now as I'm going to just be arrogant and I don't care. Because I know I'm actually good at fantasy football. I've been so unlucky. It's so bad in this league that I'm just like, fuck it. I don't give a shit. I'll just take all the L's in the comments.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, it is tough that our situations have just flopped year to year. Like, yeah, you're basically were in the spot that I was this year, last year. And last year, if you guys recall too, I had a heartbreaker on Monday Night Football because a certain cowboy may or may not have muffed a punt that lost me my matchup against Joe. But hey, Flock League is just meant for week 14 theatrics on who clinches a
Oh,
spot.
apparently, yeah, and
That's the intention.
hopefully all the, like,
It
bad
goes
luck
our way
that we've
soon.
experienced the first 2 years balances out, and we're, like, the 1 and 3
Correct.
seed next year or something like that.
Yeah.
But, like, the other thing that needs to balance out a little bit is obviously, like, there were some teams this year. Sammy's team comes to mind. Your team comes to mind. Zach's team comes to mind. I didn't suffer any major injuries as far as like ACL
Yeah.
tears and stuff like that, but just Sal and Mason not missing a single game
They
from
ran
a
pure.
single starter of their teams. They ran hot on injuries, and that's going to
Yeah.
happen in fantasy football, as you guys probably know.
I mean, like even Quinshon Judkins, I traded for him after the Miami game. Since I got him, 4.7, 10.5, 15.9, 16.7, 15.9 solid weeks, but 9.4. Like, I'm just looking at the production of the players that I have in my lineup. Outside of Trevion Henderson, who I'd say since I acquired him has outperformed expectation, everybody just kind of underperformed, man. Like it's really what it comes down to. Like when I go through on top of that, you lose a Tucker Kraft, you lose a Travis Hunter. Like it makes sense where I am, but I don't know. Just hoping next year we can be solid.
Yes, Danny is to blame.
Yeah, fuck. And correct, I did crash out. You're
You need
absolutely
to
correct.
first of all, my team name next year is 100% going to be 0.92, and your team name next year 100% needs to be Crash Bandicoot or something.
Yeah, I might have to. Yeah, no, I was really on edge. I'm a lot better now, which thankfully for a lot of you guys that didn't judge my crash out for who I am, you guys would have pretty much picked up on that. That's what I've noticed.
You could have been worse. You could have been Jerome Moore.
That's a very good point. I at least I've been overtaken for crash out of the year. I've been overtaken. It lasted all but 1 week, so I appreciate you, Sharon, for taking the mantle from me.
Yeah. McLovin, Muhammad's most commonly used name in the world. Read a fucking book for once. Is got a flex decision here. Debo Samuel, I guess, stands out as maybe the best option. Jaden Reed, maybe. Rashid Shaheed, Darius Slayton, Luther Burden, Juwan Johnson, or Brenton Strange, maybe even. I'm not opposed to putting Strange out here.
What are the running backs?
It's PPR, no tight end premium. The running backs are not good. Tajay, Gordon, and whatnot.
I'd probably go Debo here.
I think it's Debo, yeah. It's either Reed, Debo, or Strange, I think, but I'd probably go Debo.
At least he isn't ordering Plan B via DoorDash.
Yeah, that's crazy. Is that what he did?
Yeah, so he impregnated one of the Michigan staffers, ordered her Plan B. Apparently, Michigan, the report, the rumor is Michigan found out about it around the Oklahoma loss. It's been under wraps. I don't want to assume the evil, but is this an issue if he doesn't lose to Ohio State? Does this get brought up if he doesn't lose to Ohio State? Like, I hate to speculate, and I don't want to be like, controversial opinion guy, but it makes you think, why was this reported at this exact time, right before signing day, like right at the timing it was? Why would it be reported now? On top of that, if they did know since the Oklahoma game and they are evaluating and investigating, like at what point would they have figured out that conclusion at the exact time they did? To me, like it just feels very fishy. Is all I'll
Maybe,
say.
yeah.
Is all I'll say.
What was I gonna say here?
Yeah. I'll acknowledge it, man. Like it's really weird timing. Like why would all this come out as in the timing that it did, Corey?
Yeah. There's a Denny's in Guelph, by the way. I could go to the Denny's in Guelph, but we're all going to do it in whoever loses the league is going to do it in Austin.
Yeah.
And if it is me, I am going to bring my own maple syrup because I can't. You're like mini rant, I swear, and then I'll get back to this. American maple syrup sucks dick, dude. First of all, 90% of you guys use corn syrup and call it maple syrup. Like your fucking Aunt Jemima shit is garbage. And second of all, your actual maple syrup doesn't hold a candle to Canadian maple syrup. So I will be bringing my own maple syrup if I lose.
Yeah, I know the reason. The rumor is he threatened Let's just say it's a very significant circumstance.
Let's not. I don't care about this anymore.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I don't care about the
That's all we'll say
fucking
on
dog
it.
shit Michigan coach.
If you guys want to learn more, search up Sharon Moore, and I am sure you will find some YouTube videos explaining it.
Whatever. Anyways, Rashid Shaheed, Booty, Flournoy, Downs. I mean, Danny would start Flournoy over fucking Jamar Chase, apparently. So,
assuming that Lamb plays,
which he is.
Yeah, he will. He practiced in full.
I think it's Shaheed, right? In this question,
it'd be Shaheed or Mooney. I'll probably go Shaheed though because I want to hold out, more upside. I don't know. Mooney's kind of an ass.
Yeah, that's fair. If also you can live in a good maple syrup area of America, I promise you the maple syrup. My town has the biggest maple syrup festival in Canada. It's the most Canadian shit you've ever heard in your life. And the maple syrup here is literally like world class. Like it is the best in the world. Like frankly, you could have the second best maple syrup in all of America or something, and it would still be worse than the maple syrup I'm used to eating every time I eat it.
Yep.
But anyways, David Njoku, Noah Fant. Njoku's probably not playing. This is a bad tight end decision that you got on your hands, my man. I guess.
Yucky.
I guess.
He said something in chat, right? He said it was a gross decision. He said it's a Dynasty Superflex Start 11 PPR tight end premium league. Website was acting weird and was showing 4 flexes and no Superflex. Is what he said. Okay. So basically, I guess he's just asking for the tight end question.
I think he also wanted. We can set the
start 11. Well. So yeah, 3 flexes then maybe, and a Superflex is what he meant to say.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, I would start of the 2 quarterbacks. I would start Bo Nix and Caleb Williams.
Yes.
In the Superflex. In the tight end spot, I think I would take the swing, the upside shot on Noah Fant, just because it's the Bengals offense and you could get touches that way.
Plays more.
Huh?
That's really I mean, they're all gross options.
They're all like 40% of the snaps, guys.
Yeah.
Like if Njoku doesn't play. If Njoku plays, then he's your best option here.
Yeah, like the thing with Fant, he has 5 targets in the last 3 games.
Yeah, I mean, you could just go with the upside of a big Terrence Ferguson play. Michael Mayer is a good player too. I mean, you could just take the 55. Let's just take the 55-point over/under game. Terrence Ferguson, hope he catches a touchdown. That's your best option.
Mayer would also be interesting because prior to going down, he had 15 targets in the 3-game stretch.
Mayer isn't interesting though because Kenny Pickett is starting at quarterback.
Yeah, and they play Philadelphia. Yeah, I agree. So I'd go with more upside there.
Okay, in the flex here,
Isaiah Davis and Breece Hall is out.
He's not. I don't think he's going to be. Obviously, Flournoy if Lamb is out, Isaiah Davis if Breece Hall's out, Jalen Wright if there's any limitations on Achane. But I think Mooney probably has to be one of these tonight. I would imagine because he's probably your best option here. I think
probably Mooney here. The other thing
I'd go with Booty, just hope for the upside big play.
Rodriguez didn't practice today, did he?
Did Rodriguez not practice?
Chris Rodriguez, am I off? Or I thought
I didn't see anything. I don't really follow the Commanders' backfield because they're all garbage. So
upgrades to limited on Thursday. Actually, okay, that was the report. I knew he missed yesterday, so he was limited today. Monitor what happens obviously on Friday. If he comes back limited, I'm assuming he's going to be playing. But at the same time, if Rodriguez is out, I think you easily lean JCM, right? Yeah,
you do. I think. For now, I'm just going to assume that he's not going to be probably active, and then I'd probably go Downs or Flournoy then.
Yeah, I mean, if Lamb plays, it's going to be tough to trust Flournoy. However, I do say in a desperation spot because Ferguson could miss, like it's interesting, except you're not going to know that till Sunday. I would just go with Mooney with one of those spots, and then.
Well, you got Mooney and Booty already, so it's either Flournoy, Downs, Bill, Wright, Davis. You got to pick one.
I think you go Flournoy.
Yeah, I think so too.
I don't think Ferguson's going to play.
No, probably not.
I think he downgraded from limited to DNP. So that's never a good sign.
We got a boogie here. We still got like 25 questions.
You're right.
Justin Herbert versus Bo Nix. I have Bo Nix ranked higher because I don't really trust Herbert's pass volume right now. T-Mac over Igbuka, and then Trevion over both of these guys.
Yeah, all day. Love the show, not sure how to handle. Okay, so pretty much like all we covered.
Yeah, he just repeated the questions pretty much. Hurts. Okay.
We know the other team. You go with Mike Evans here. I actually got to adjust Mike Evans up my rankings.
Yeah, I also have to adjust Mike Evans in my rankings too.
Do you prefer him or Ibuka?
I definitely prefer Evans. The like receiving yardage totals are Ibuka and Godwin are in like the mid to low 50s, I think, in terms of yardage. I think Ibuka's 48.5, Godwin 40s, not 50s. Ibuka's like 48.5, Godwin like 44.5, and I think Evans at like 39.5. So Vegas is kind of expecting somewhat of a pitch count or somewhat of a limited snap share.
So you meant you definitely prefer Ibuka then, right?
Yeah, I prefer both Ibuka and Godwin to Evans.
Okay. I currently have
Evans ranked at 36.
I currently have them Ibuka at 25, Godwin at 34, and Evans at 35.
I have them 21, 27, and 36.
Fair enough.
But that being said, I probably go with Evans in this question.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
I mean, if you wanted to roll the dice on Burden, you could. I just think that I'd rather just go with Evans there.
Yeah, because I mean, like Odunze's back at practice. That's the issue.
Yeah. If Chris Rodriguez plays, I think he's the clear option for me here. It's the Giants that they're playing. It's a really easy matchup.
Yeah, Tucker, I'm chilling.
If Tyrod plays, I also don't hate Adonai Mitchell here as well, because Adonai Mitchell with Tyrod, they actually have pass volume. But if Tyrod doesn't play, I think I go Burden.
Yeah, I'd probably go Burden. And honestly, I think I go Higgins over AD regardless.
Yeah, that's fair. Brock Purdy over Bo Nix, running back James Cook.
Yeah, Purdy over Nix?
Yeah, I do.
Let me take a look.
It's tough. Green Bay's still a good defense. Yeah, even though it's in Denver, I respect their defense enough.
I have Nix higher. I have Nix at 11. I have Purdy at 14.
Okay, I have them, I think, in the exact ranking, just flipped.
I'm going to move Brissett over both, so I'm actually going to have
Brissett against the Texans on the road?
Bro, he is literally throwing the ball 40-plus times every single week.
Dude, he's QB 25 for me this week. There's no fucking way he sees my lineup.
That's insane.
No fucking way I'm putting him in my lineup. I'd rather start Shadur Sanders.
QB 25 is ridiculous.
I'd rather start Shadur Sanders, dude.
Dude, have you seen his points per game?
I have. This is a dud.
Quarterback 25 is ridiculous. Dude, you could have said that against the Rams. He scored over 20 points. Like, what are we talking about?
Name me a quarterback who scored over 10 fantasy points against the Texans defense in the last month.
Dude, the Texans are sick, but also we have to acknowledge that there's just simply way too much volume here.
Josh Allen scored 8 fantasy points against this team.
Quarterback 25 is ridiculous. You're probably right. 12 is probably too aggressive, but quarterback 25 is ridiculous. I can't even count 24 quarterbacks that are decent.
I'd rather start Kirk Cousins tonight, deadass.
That's ridiculous. No.
Kirk Cousins owns us, dude.
Dude, the Texans defense is special, but Brissett's been throwing the ball 40-plus times a game.
He has been. You're right.
He's got to be over some of those names, dude.
That's fine.
There's just way too much security with the volume.
I'm just not starting him.
Dude, even if he throws,
I'll put him over Kirk Cousins, but I'm not. Gun to my head, my season's on the line. I'd play Shadur Sanders over Jacoby Brissett.
God. Dude, even if Brissett threw 4 picks, I could pretty much make a good case for why he'll outscore Shadur.
Probably, but the Texans are legit, man. I'm not fucking with them.
44 attempts
on the road at Houston, no way.
44. Okay, on the road against Seattle, 44 attempts, 19.42 fantasy points. On the road at home against the Rams, 20.04 fantasy points. Last 5 games, 44, 57, 49, 40, 44 pass attempts.
Oh, he's been slinging it, dude.
Even if he throws 4 picks, like I don't see how he scores less than 50.
I just think they're gonna get their fucking teeth kicked in, dude. I don't trust it. You can throw a lot of pass attempts and have fucking 7 fantasy points. Like I think that's what's gonna happen.
Again, like I don't see a world where he scores less than 15 points, bro. It's way too much volume. Like it's way too much volume.
It's a lot of volume. I'll give you that. Mike Wilson's the other one with CeeDee Lamb here pretty easily. Harold Fannin every week starter. Ibuka probably the best option I would imagine here. Definitely not playing Shakir worthy or anything over him.
I will lower him than like
another question here.
I'll move him down to 14, but I can't get him lower than that, honestly.
Rico Dowdle, Amari, and Hampton, pretty straightforward with those 2 running backs. Wide receiver, Ibuka is going to be one of those. McLaurin going to be the other, I think, right? Ibuka, McLaurin pretty easily. The receivers there with no London. Brenton Strange, the tight end option over Goddard, I would imagine. 8 catches on 10 targets for Goddard last week, but I think I'd probably still go Strange.
Yeah, we got a rip.
Do you go Goddard over these flex options?
I go Pierce.
You trust Philip Rivers that much, eh?
I'm cool going Goddard, but yeah, I do. I mean, like we saw Joe Flacco be able to provide stability earlier. Honestly, I think these unks who don't give a fuck and will sling it down the field might not be the worst option here.
All right.
Alec Pierce too, dude. here, Phillip Rivers might actually unlock that motherfucker. Are you kidding me?
He's kind of the Mike Williams of that offense.
Yo,
Yeah.
that'd be
Anyways,
fun.
Happy to have made it to the playoffs, but I'm not sure to start given JT's rough situation. I mean, you got to start Jonathan Taylor. You have to.
Yeah. I do.
We're gonna probably hand him the ball 25 times.
I did move him down significantly in my rankings, though.
Yeah, he's like running
not
back like 13 or 10 or something for me. Can't remember which number he is.
Yeah, like I think honestly, like, yeah, around that range probably. You're not wrong.
Spicy, we still have 20 plus questions. If you want to go, you can. We're not going to get to a draft in time.
Apologies, Spicy. Yeah, we've been fucking.
You could just chill if you want. Doesn't matter. Wandale Robinson versus McLaurin versus Watson. I think I have Wandale the highest of this group.
Watson 17, Wandale 18, Terry 19. Can't make that up.
Yeah, expert average plus my ranking with that is definitely going to get us to Wandale as the tiebreaker. RJ Harvey versus McLaurin and Watson.
Wait, you said average ranking?
Expert ranking on Wandale is the highest of the group of players that we just talked about, and I have Wandale the highest as well.
Am I crazy? It shows up as 78 and 103 for me.
What? 78? What are you talking about?
You said the experts have Wandale the highest. It shows up different for me.
Wide receiver 16 in expert rankings. Terry McLaurin is wide receiver 20 in expert rankings.
I'm just saying the averages.
Are you on your fucking Dynasty rankings or something?
Oh, weekly.
I don't know what those numbers are, but they're not the numbers that I'm seeing. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense that AJ Brown would be 50 overall as well.
Yeah, I don't know.
50 at wide receiver, whatever that is.
I don't know what the fuck these are then.
But like I said, the expert rankings have Wandale at 16.
Fair enough.
And I have Wandale the highest.
Yeah,
you go on RJ Harvey, you go on McLaurin or Watson?
Well, I have Watson the highest, so I'll put him in the other question here.
I think I'd probably play Harvey.
Oh, RJ Harvey's there. Yeah, go Harvey. Yeah. Go Harvey. Sorry, I didn't even see him. Yeah, I would have been
Fannin Jr. is available. I mean, who's your tight end? I have Fannin ranked over Warren this week.
Do you?
Yeah, I mean, Njoku's probably missing the game.
I don't have him ranked higher, but
I mean, I think you can drop. I think Achan's fine. You could probably drop Jalen. Oh, Trey Benson's out for the year. You could drop Trey Benson for him.
Yeah, that's cool.
Drop Trey Benson for him and go pick him up. And I would play him over Warren this week. I want to see what happens at quarterback.
I'd play Warren.
That's fair. I mean, they're back to back in my rankings, but I have them 5 and 6.
Also,
Achan's got to be in your lineup. Henderson, your second highest. We got a bogey here.
You're right. Yeah, Henderson. We got a rip. You're right.
Wide receiver Rice is going to be in there. Lamb is going to be in there. Tight end, like I said, if you could pick up Fannin, go get him for Trey Benson. Kyron versus Waddle versus Judkins.
Kyron
over Waddle.
Yeah,
I think I'd go Waddle. That's close though. That's close. It's a 55 point over under. I don't blame anyone for going Kyron there. That's cool.
30.3 implied points at home this week against Detroit.
Yeah, no, it's a really good game environment. Okay, up to Nick Ferb here.
Okay,
playing Puka / JSN / Achan. Okay, well, you have Gibbs too, like your team's going, dude.
JMO.
Oh, you're playing against those guys. I see.
J-Mo.
You're on JMO over McMillan.
I'm sure McMillan will get into the flex. I think both are quite easy starts here.
Okay, I have McMillan ahead, but that's fine. I'll probably get in. Kincaid versus Warren is actually close for me, but I would still start Warren.
Yeah, and then it's just McMillan here.
Yes, yeah. Hampton is tempting for sure, but I think I'd go McMillan as well. I think did you submit this question twice, maybe?
Maybe send him a voucher.
I'm going to send him a start voucher. It looks like he submit this question twice.
Yeah, just follow it in again. Jameson Williams, Tedderoa, and
William, Tyler Warren, and Tedderoa McMillan. That is who we would go with. That is tough though because you got to sit both those Chargers players, which could be sketchy.
Chase Brown.
Yeah, Chase Brown all day. I think we're probably going RJ in the flex here. Or are we going
Lamb. What? Lamb.
Where's Lamb? Oh, I'm fucking blind.
Yo. I was tweaking. I'm like, you have to sit Michael Wilson. I hate that for you.
Sitting Michael Wilson, RJ Harvey, and Amari and Hampton and Terry McLaurin too is wild.
I would say go consolidate, but it doesn't fucking matter because I'm sure the trade deadline's gone. I have who do I have between Neal and Dowdle?
I got Dowdle pretty considerably higher. So.
I have Neal 22, Dowdle 24.
You're a big Neal guy, eh?
I am. 20 touches last week. Now at home against Carolina. I like it.
Brenton Strange, the tight end. Devin Neal or Devontae Adams going to be in your lineup.
It sounds good, spicy.
Can you not get Jefferson in here? Shit, I guess you can't.
Hell no.
Sitting Justin Jefferson's a wild thing in the year.
Probably where it deserves to be.
Against a lot of tough defenses to start the playoffs, could use some help setting my lineup. I'm going Mayfield here, dude. I think I believe enough in Mayfield tonight that he's going to have his best game in a month at least. Marvin's probably not playing, so we're going to have to swap him out of here.
Pair him with Buka.
Yeah, go with Igbuka here. Again, obviously, if Harrison plays, you throw Harrison in there. But if he's not playing,
I go Worthy here.
Probably Worthy. Ugh, sucks. Romeo?
He got 0 targets last week.
I'd still probably go with him, though.
Dylan, let's see Purdy put up a 200-yard game before we put him into Dak conversations.
Yeah. I mean, age-wise, I would still prefer him in Dynasty, though.
Yeah, I'll take the guy that's producing.
Hunter Henry's the best flex option here, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
And then, Coker versus some of these guys.
I'm cool with that.
Hopefully Harrison comes back for you, Daniel, because you're kind of down bad. Running back, Dowdle, Henderson's going to be one of those. Wide receiver, Olave versus McMillan. They're back-to-back in my rankings here.
If I look at Arthur's comment. Yeah, I know you're not wrong. I go with Olave here as the one. I think
they're both going to get in anyways.
Harvey and McMillan.
Yeah. You going to sit Igbuka here? I'm so biased. I feel like he's due. Do you consider going Hampton over McMillan?
Hampton over McMillan? No.
I guess he can't with the workload he got last week.
Nah. Can't do it.
Those are one of those teams where you go, whoever I choose is going to be wrong.
Kyron Hendo.
Teams like that where you're like, they're all in the same range.
Kyron Hendo.
Kyron and Henderson. Flex decision, you go probably Igbuka and Hampton, right?
I think I have Sutton higher than Igbuka.
He's due, man. He's due.
I do have Sutton higher.
I don't.
I do.
He's not been good, man. Expert ranking 29 for Sutton and expert ranking 24 for Igbuka as well.
Sure. They're 25 and 26 for me. I don't know, man. Baker just been looking like kind of caca poo poo.
He has been. Sorry, I gotta fucking sneeze 1 second.
Devontae Smith, Jacoby Myers, or Ladd McConkey. I'd go Devontae Smith here. Fannin or Kincaid? Let me take a look. I think they're both like back to back for me. I have Kincaid at 8 and Fannin at 9.
I have Fannin at 5, so I'd go with Fannin.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Chicago's a decent matchup too.
That's assuming Njoku's out, by the way. If Njoku's in, I'd probably move him down in the same range as Kincaid.
Hendo here. Pretty easily.
Yeah, definitely Hendo.
I do like Marks though. I do like me some Marks, but it's Hendo.
I'll be really annoyed if Ladd has like a 30-point game. You couldn't have done that last week.
So the thing is, I would either be really happy because I have him in the listener league, but I would also be pretty damn sad because you have him in the toilet bowl.
Yeah. Well, all I know for sure is that this is going to be one of the games of all time between you and I.
Gibbs. Yeah, no, literally though. James Cook.
St. Brown in there, Chase in there as well. Tight end going to be Kittle. This is a goated lineup. Smitty, I guess, probably versus Neal is the only discussion point.
Yeah, I would lean Neal. I know you're going to lean Smitty. Where do you have them ranked respectively?
I have Smitty at 20 and I have Neal at 27 among running backs.
Yeah. I'm cool with it. I have Smith at 23 at wide receiver, Neal at 22 at running back.
Yeah, we do, Arthur. Danny has Chase McLaughlin in the Bucs defense, and I have Bijan Robinson in Mecca.
You gotta pray that it's a high scoring fucking scorcher.
I do, yeah.
Dude, if it's a Todd Bowl,
like I keep saying, I kind of want to go to Denny's. So if I lose, I don't care.
Dude, but like if it's like a Todd Bowl, take the points, 55-yarder after 52-yarder.
It'll be the second time a kicker has fucked me in 4 days. So
yeah, let's keep ripping.
Jobby 2 here. Semifinal projection. Okay, let's go. Stafford.
Yeah, Staffy for sure. He's like
Bucky. Barkley,
Barkley, yeah, for sure.
wide receiver Puka,
Puka's wide receiver 2 for me this week.
Rice,
Rice.
straightforward.
Woody
Michael
Marks.
Wilson, Nico Collins.
Yeah, Woody Marks
Michael
probably is the last one.
Wilson. JMO versus Dowdle.
Oh, JMO.
Yeah, JMO versus Dowdle, I guess, is the only decision he's got there.
Well, I would have Woody Marks over Dowdle.
Really, eh? I'm
Chubb.
not there, but that's fair. We don't have time to talk about it.
Chubb DMP, good matchup against Arizona.
True. Hendo, I think, is my highest. Yep, Hendo's my highest there. Flex decision, Judkins versus Hampton. They're literally back-to-back of my rankings. I think I'd play both of them over Igbuka.
Yeah, I would too.
I think I go Judkins, man. I like the cold weather game there. I think he's due for like 20+ carries.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay, how many do we have? Let me just double check it. We have 12 questions left. We can get to this.
Yeah, Cody said he got one in the queue too, so let's rip.
Yeah, we'll be good. Teterow McMillan versus Igbuka. We're going Tet there, and then Hampton versus Igbuka again. I'd probably go. Hampton. Oh man, against Kansas City on the road, it's tough, man. I don't really love that matchup for Hampton, and I do feel like Igbuka's due, so I'm going to trust my gut. I think Igbuka's due.
I would go Hampton. I just think Baker Mayfield's playing as arguably a bottom 3 quarterback in the league right now.
He is, but
completely injury related.
With 13 and 14 and 11, I think that's the number Jalen McMillan is. Can't remember. It's so long
it feels funny because like I'm always like the optimist and you're always the pessimist, and it feels like now I'm like trying to be like, yeah, like it's been bad, but then you're like, yo, it's gonna turn around. Like it almost feels like we're rolling right now.
They're due, man. I know it's been bad. I'm aware. I've been saying that they're not going to have good games. They're due.
Wilson and Watson for me.
I have Terry like well ahead of where I have Watson.
I'm sure Watson's going to get into the flex then because I also really like Terry.
Yeah. Warren over Loveland still.
Loveland's actually been more productive since week 8.
He has. That's why I said Warren over Loveland still with a question mark.
Watson.
Agreed.
I like Watson. Yeah, unfortunately, Jeff, I am also missing Drake London, a quarterfinal matchup in my home league. And yes, he did have a full practice.
Who's best to start writhing these guys I have? What the fuck?
Yo, what?
That's got to be a misspelling.
Right? Isn't writhing like you don't know what to do?
I guess, yeah. Brock Purdy is the clear off.
Drake
May. I'm blind. I didn't see him. He was all the way at the end.
Yeah, you're good. I was like, what?
Yeah, I mean, Brock Purdy's the other quarterback. I am also rolling out these 2 quarterbacks in the Tone Center Truthers League.
Hendo.
I have Etienne higher.
Yeah, I didn't even see it. Yeah. I'm sure Hendo's going to be flex.
BTJ.
Yuck. Pierce. BTJ, Pierce, and QJ.
Yeah, I think so.
Unless you have Judy over QJ.
I have QJ ahead of Pierce. Judy and Pierce are close enough that I'll capitulate, but I do actually have Judy higher.
I have Pierce well above Judy.
Okay, that's fine.
Like 15
then. Tyler Warren over Hunter Henry there in the flex. I'm cool going Henderson for sure. And then
the receiver Judy, or do you want to go?
I'd rather go Hunter Henry over those guys.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
All righty. Start sit here.
Can you click into anything? Laporta's out. Flex maybe. Is there anything there? Would you go with Evans over Brees?
No.
I think I lean Brees, but like the fact that's actually a combo, and I actually think it is. I'm worried about Brees. What about higher up? Is there anything else here?
Sorry, I'm like worried that something's going wrong in my lineups right now.
Yeah, no,
I'd go Dart over Purdy.
Easily
Dart over Purdy, yeah.
All day Dart.
Jacob Woodruff here. Let's see if we can get through this so we have time to check our lineups. Josh Allen, running back. Bucky Irving, Henderson, Michael Wilson, Igbuka, JMO. I have Michael Wilson the highest. Then I would be JMO.
For sure.
Collins also there. Trey McBride. If there's no flexes, then you're good. Otherwise, Igbuka is a good start as well. Thoughts on Flock and Wright team and deal? I saw the deal that you ended up making. He basically just went all in and got a bunch of players. I think McCaffrey was part of the deal.
Yeah,
you also got Tyreek and somebody else.
I'll say it like this. I am jealous that I was not able to make the deal myself. If I knew that I could have sold potentially Rashee Rice for that package, I would have, because I do think it's competitive at the top of the league. I do think that makes your team better. You were 13-1. You had the bye week. Now you got guys that are generally going to be scoring. I mean, you combine those 3 players, maybe 70+ points per game in that lineup.
Yeah. Now come get Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
It's a 2x tight end premium, man. Travis Kelce's like a 13 point per game scorer.
I have Bowers.
Or a 16-point per game score. Sorry, come get him.
I have Bowers in tight end depth.
I've been flexing him every week, dude.
Yeah,
because I'm McBride.
I just that team is not good enough to be 13-1. I mean, I would argue that you're clearly one of the top contenders in the league, so you got a good deal.
Fair enough.
You got the next question?
I'm just double checking my lineups. I'm worried here.
I'm doing the same thing.
Keep going here. Quarterback McLovin again. I'm going Dak over Dart, but that's close. They're really close for me. ETN.
I have ETN RB9 this week. That's probably the highest I've ever had him.
Flowers, Igbuka. I'd go Flowers. I have Flowers ahead.
I have Igbuka higher, but that's fine. They're both man.
And I think actually gonna go Igbuka or Harvey or Dowdle here.
Harvey.
Yeah.
You got to go with Harv.
Mexican. Shout out.
I'll give Dart his credit. He's been great. With that being said, even with the Vikings being an aggressive defense, the last team that tried to blitz Dak all game, just ask how it worked out for the Chiefs. I'm
not going to pretend it's a cut and dry decision. If you want to go Dart, definitely do it.
Definitely not cut and dry.
It's so close. They're literally back to back in my rankings.
They're quarterback 4 and quarterback 9 for me. They're in the same tier though.
They're 7 and 8 for me, so they're very close.
I literally have 2 through 9 in the same tier. Stafford, May, Prescott, Burrow, Hurts. Actually, I'm going to move Mahomes over Hurts and Burrow. Mahomes, Burrow, Hurts, Jackson, and then Dart at 9.
Shout out Jackson, Mahomes.
Lamar Jackson, Dart. Ooh, Lamar Jackson, Dart. Ooh,
Lamar Jackson, Dart, indeed.
Lamar Jackson.
Okay, Tedero McMillan's in there, and Wandale, the other guy,
yeah,
or
probably.
Hampton,
or Marks. I'd probably go Wandale.
Hell no, Mark's nowhere near that conversation.
With no Chubb, I think he is against Arizona.
He could have a full Chubb, and I wouldn't care.
Yeah, I low-key wish he did.
Yeah, I think it's Wandale though, for what it's worth. Wandale's just elite every year, apparently. Okay, Drake May.
Drake May.
Yep, that's Rico Igbuka versus Godwin. I'm going Igbuka tonight.
Yeah, I would as well. The only thing is, if I knew Jacobs would be out, I would say start Wilson, but like it's way too early to know that.
Yeah, it's 8:14 p.m. Sorry, I got to cut you off. Michael Pittman, Lab McConkey. I would start McConkey over Marks personally, but that's close.
No,
I'll leave it, but that's close. I would probably start McConkey over Marks. Lawrence or Purdy, I would start Purdy. I'd go Purdy and Ladd here, P. Smith, but
I would go with Jawan over Ladd. The Ladd would be my third in that option.
Okay, that's not where I'm at with it. Even though he fucked me over last week, I still think he's good projection. This is kind of a butched question.
Flexes?
League. What's the best lineup quick before game time?
Okay,
the 10-team start.
He's in chat too. 10-team start 8. I'm assuming quarterback, 2 running back, 2 wide receivers.
Tight end, 5. These are fine.
2 flexes.
Tight end is Theo Johnson for me. I'd start Theo over Gadsden this week.
Schultz is close for me too.
And then I'd go with ETN and probably Harvey or Waddle, maybe.
I actually have Gatson 15, Theo 16, Schultz 17, but I can capitulate to Theo because we're running short of time.
Okay, I go flex. I'm going ETN and Harvey. I think there.
ETN Harvey
will be close though.
I agree.
Quarterback, give me Lamar. Wide receiver, Kelsey.
Watson.
Oh, flex. I'm going Kelsey here. I'm going Kelsey. Kelsey's been elite. Other than last week, he was terrible. But before that,
I like Kelsey a lot. It's honestly just pro Watson.
No way, not at Denver.
That's perfectly reasonable. Watson.
But we got through them all. Appreciate you guys. Creamsicles are on deck, and you love to see it.
Yeah, creamsicle is gross.
I still can't believe that both me and Corey Van made the playoffs in the listener dyno, eh? Because remember how I was like, oh my God, I need Nate to get in so that Corey Van falls out because I have his first. And then both of us end up making the playoffs. Like, even though my team's totally not playoff caliber, I was just like, fuck it, I need to make the playoffs so I get his first lower.
Isn't it because I beat Nate in the final week that happened?
Yeah, and me and Corey won as well.
Did you see I finished the year 14-0 in that league?
Yeah, you did. I've never seen that happen before.
14-0 and outscoring everybody in the league by 300 plus points.
Yeah, so my team's like a rebuild that because everybody's rebuilding and ended up being the 6th seed.
Dude, it's crazy. I will say though, man, like clowning AJ. Like we got 3 teams with 11 plus wins, so it's no cupcake here. It's no cupcake.
Okay, we got to get off. We got to join the call here. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Good luck in your matchups. Peace out. We'll talk to you soon.
Did not even know there was a call.